21 minutes until I gotta go, so I told that girl I'm gonna slaughter it.
Alright guys, you see this title. We are back to the channel with Ron White, a very highly requested comedian, so I hope y'all like this one. This is the Dr. Phil story. Not sure where he's going with this, of course, so let's take a look.
Here's my Dr. Phil story. Every year, Doc and his family rent a yacht for 12 days in the Mediterranean, and that's their vacation. And it's the only way he can get away, you know, because he is the most famous person in America. He's the most recognizable face, 6'4", bald dome head, porn mustache. You can spot him from any fucking where. And because he seems so approachable on television, and he really is approachable, I mean, he's a sweetheart of a dude, but people are always, anytime he goes out in public, they're just, oh, what about this? And that's fine at first, but eventually it will eat the skin off your fucking bones if you can't walk out of your house without somebody going, hey, my brother-in-law's all fucked up in the head, and I was wondering if you could just sit out for just a second. Come back here, asshole! And that's exactly how it happens. I've seen it, and so that's what they do. Well, this summer, my wife and I went on vacation to France and Monaco, and I need a break too. Sometimes I do 140 cities a year. I do more dates than any other comic, more cities than any other comic working the day because I just love fucking doing it. And 20 minutes from now, nobody's gonna give a fuck about what I have to say. So. While they do, I believe I'll do a lot of shows. Hey. So we're in France and Monaco and
ooh, doesn't that sound like fun?
Just, that sounds really nice.
Really, you want to go to France?
I would go to France. That's one of the countries I would go to.
And Monaco?
Monaco? Sure. That sounds nice.
It does, huh?
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Having a great time, man. We're just, I'm really in love with my wife. She's so talented. We have a fun life together, and we're there. And then one day the phone rings, and it's Doc, and he goes, "Aren't you guys in Monaco?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "We're going to be in Monaco tomorrow. Why don't you come party on the yacht?" And I said, "Fuck yeah!"
Right?
Which is what you say if somebody says you want to come party on the yacht. You go, "Fuck yeah!" In fact, let's try it one time. You want to come party on the yacht?
Yeah!
Yep.
So I was like, yeah, fuck, this is great, man. We're excited. We were down there. We were staying at the Fairmont Hotel overlooking the little yacht harbor in Monaco. Very cool place.
Oh.
And we were down there looking at the yachts the day before going, wouldn't it be cool if you knew somebody that had one of these things? You could just hop on it and fucking throw the fuck down. And it's everybody's yacht, man. This is yacht heaven. This is Steve Wynn's yacht, Prince Albert of Monaco's yacht. This is that Russian dude with the tiny giraffes. Anyway, they're coming in at 6:30 the next evening. So the next morning we wake up, or next afternoon we wake up and we go have this amazing lunch, and we're drinking this fucking great wine from France, probably. That'd be my guess if I had to guess, and I did have to guess. France. And we were just having a great day, sex, and just a fucking, and then we go down to the fucking harbor that evening at 6:30. Sure enough, Doc's backing in a 165-foot yacht. I'm not sure that's how they do it, but. Baby. So the only way to get on the yacht is to walk on this gangplank to get on the yacht. And I'm walking on the gangplank going, nobody's stopping me. And we get on the yacht, and there's our friends from California halfway around the world. Are you fucking kidding me? How much fun are we having? I'm hugging everybody. There's a bunch of people on the yacht. Anytime I'm hugging you and I'm in a strange place, what I'm really doing is looking over your shoulder trying to find a bar.
Oh.
That's why I'm turning you.
At least least he's honest about it.
Right.
And I see the
for that
bar,
whiskey.
and right in the dead front center of the bar is a bottle of famous black grouse, which is a scotch I started drinking when I was in Scotland for the Open Championship at Turnberry. And you start looking at what the Scots drink, and that's what they drink. And I'm like, oh, fuck, yes. And there they had a bottle of it on the fucking, it's kind of hard to find. And the bartender poured me a big old glass of whiskey, way bigger than this one. And I'm like, I'm in such a great mood. It tasted better than I ever tasted any fucking scotch ever. I'm like, oh, good Lord. What is that? That tastes like butter, honey, aged in Lindsay Lohan's pussy. It tasted so good, I decided to skip dinner and just have a couple more of them. I'm gonna scare me up another one of these. How about one more? All right. I hadn't had a drink since lunch. I was fucking thirsty. I was going at it, you know. And Doc noticed I was really drinking hard, and he goes, "Boy, you're really drinking tonight, Ron." I said, "Yeah, Doc, some nights it just tastes like spring water." He goes, "Why don't you just drink spring water, Ron?"
Right?
Concept.
Right?
I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor. So this is going on for fucking hours. Now they really love Margot. They really love my wife, Margot. Margot's sung on Dr. Phil's show a few times, and they go everywhere to see her. And Margot's a 4.5 octave classically trained opera singer that sings rock and roll and jazz and whatever. She's been singing here for years. And Robin McGraw loves to goad my wife into singing, and my wife loves to be goaded into singing, so they make a great little fucking team. And so we're on the back of this yacht, and Robin goes, "Come on, Margot, sing for us." And Margot gets up. There's people on the back partying on all these yachts, and there's bars on the pier, people out there. And Margot gets up and she sings, and they love jazz in France and Monaco. They have jazz clubs all over the place. And she gets up and she sings a jazz standard at full voice, which I don't get to hear her sing at full voice. She sings around the house, but not at full voice. And when she sings at full voice, it makes me cry. And oh no. And she finishes the first song at full voice, and people stand up on the back of all these yachts and start cheering. They go, "Yeah!" And I'm like, "Oh, how cool is this, man? They really dig jazz." I forgot how much they dig jazz. She gets up and sings another song, fucking screaming. And then people are gathering up around the back of the boat. And by song 4, there's 400 people behind the boat listening to her sing. You could hear a pin drop, just like this, pin drop. And she's just killing it. And I have a little secret. I am fucking hammered, man. I am so drunk. I can't even believe it my fucking self how drunk I am. I'm like, Jesus Christ, whoa. And I'd get a drink and I'd take one little sip out of it and I'd talk to somebody and I'd look back and it's empty. I'm like, anybody else drinking out of this glass?
Wasn't a sip. Sounds like gulps.
Miscalculation. Anyway, she does, I don't know, 7 or 8 songs, and she goes, "Okay, guys, that's enough." And she sits down, and Doc goes, "Well, Ron, you want to do something?"
Oh no. Not Ron drunk.
Now, I got to preface this with he's on vacation with his best friend and head lawyer and his wife, Mary Pat, and they're Baptists from Dallas, and they're a little fucking straight. And they're about to find out my secret. About 20 years ago, I was doing a bit that was so vile that I only did it for about a week, and I just quit doing it. I'm like, this is not the direction I want to take my crowds or my show. And I have no idea why I picked that night to dust her off and take her for a spin. Yachts are pulling up anchor on both sides of us as fast as they can pull them up. They're leaving the harbor so fast there's a surfable wake. There's a stampede of tiny giraffes diving off the pier, swimming towards the ocean in certain death. People are pulling their kids off the pier. I went, I don't think they hurt me. I'm going to do it again.
Oh, no.
Doc goes, that's enough out of you, Ron. And Margot's tapping me out. You ever been tapped out? Come on, baby. It's time to go. She's seen it. Come on, honey. Let's just go back to the hotel. It's time for us to go. Come on, baby. Baby, let's just go back to the hotel. Come on, Ron. And I speak fluent drunk. That means I don't know why you want to leave. I'm having a perfectly good time. Turns out there was a consensus. I'm like, okay, I'll leave. Now, the only way to get off the ship is to walk back off that gangplank, and at the end of the gangplank, there's an 18-inch drop-off, and my wife's in front of me, Margaret's in front of me, and I get to the end of the gangplank, Doc goes, big step, Ron. I said, thanks, Doc, thinking I'd made a big step towards something. Fuck, I don't know. He's a big psychologist, not me. It's amazing how much speed you could pick up in 18 inches. It's nothing like falling over on the same level that you're already on. I slammed down to that fucking pier. I landed square on this elbow, dislocated this shoulder, put a 4-inch gash down the back of my arm, and I was so drunk I just bounced off that pier.
Oh, wow.
Fade to black. I wake up the next morning with the shoe buddies. All I can do is lay there in bed and go, shoe buddy. I can't move my shoulder. Shoe buddy. My shirt stuck to my arm with blood and giraffe hair and whatever the fuck else you find on a pier. Shoe buddy. Jolly Rancher in my armpit. Sour apple. Had to cut it out with a pair of scissors.
That is a good flavor. Kind of gross though
can't
in the
eat 'em
context
after
he's
that.
saying.
Shoe buddy. I slowly opened my aching fucking eyes. And there's Margot.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
What you think happened? Right?
You got really drunk last night, Ron.
Mm-hmm. You got a little tipsy.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do? Well, you did the tits fucking Mamie Eisenhower story. Did Mary Pat laugh?
The Hangover.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Pat left is what Mary Pat did.
Oh, left.
Shoe buddy. You think they're going to invite us back over to party on the yacht today?
No.
Because I don't know what's going to happen now, Ron. I don't know. Walks out of the room, slams the door. And I just start berating myself. I'm like, why do you do that, Ron? Why do you get so drunk it ruins things for other people? Why can't you just drink like a regular goddamn person? Is that too much to ask? You have a wonderful son and a beautiful wife, a
That's
great
when you start
career.
having
Why don't you make some
conversations,
changes in
so-
your life that'll make a difference in the long run? And about then the phone rang and it was Doc and he goes, you guys gonna come party on the yacht? And I said, fuck yeah!
Wow. He was invited to come again?
Yeah.
Tell me she did not. She did, never mind.
I had to improvise on some wording, but you know.
That was an interesting story. Very much unlike any other story that's been told when reacting to comedies. Definitely let us know if you enjoyed Ron White, and if so, let us know if you have any other suggestions. He was a good comedian, very different. I think his approach is maybe a chiller approach.
It's chill.
Very chill. You know, it was like giving me Dave Chappelle vibes because he's kind of chill too. But I think he takes chill to a different level.
Oh, kicks it up a notch.
A little bit more. But he was still good, and he can still like kind of hold your attention. So that's a good thing. I like that. Definitely let us know if you have any more Ron White suggestions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see y'all in our next one. Bye, guys.